Hello, my name is Tom Forbes. Welcome to this week's episode. Today we're going to talk about a great man who's overcome even greater odds. I'm talking about a man whose name is Perry Cross, and he spent the last 25 years of his life as a ventilated quadriplegic.
Hi, I'm Perry Cross, President and founder of the Perry Cross Spinal Research Foundation.
Perry was 19 when he broke his neck playing rugby union in 1994. Imagine that, playing rugby with your mates 1 minute, the next minute you're lying on the ground, you can feel nothing from here down. He couldn't even breathe, but somehow he managed to survive.
Yeah, I remember laying in hospital and thinking, oh my God, what's my life going to be? How hard will it be? How am I ever going to achieve anything?
Perry had two options. Either he could live in wallow and despair, or he could just get on with it. He chose the latter.
And then realising that things happen in life. You can't control what happens in life.
Now, I'm sure Perry had some very, very dark days, and maybe he probably still does. But the difference between Perry and most other people is that he had a purpose. 2 years after his accident, Perry became a motivational speaker, and in 2000 he graduated from Bond University. Perry and I went to university together. I first came across him at a class. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Perry's purpose is to raise awareness and money for spinal research.
Soon after my injury, I discovered that there were 13,000 other Australians living with spinal cord injuries, and that there was no known cure. And that was my inspiration to start the Perry Cross Spinal Research Foundation. The aim with the foundation was to fund medical research, right here in Australia. Over the years, we've helped to contribute about $6 million towards research.
Recently, Perry celebrated the 25-year anniversary of his accident. Now, I know the word celebrated doesn't really seem to fit. Maybe it should be commemorate or commiserate. But not Perry, he celebrated.
I want to say thank you tonight for being here. Everything is possible. Please raise your glass.
Now back to university. When I first met Perry, I was 24 years old. I was still playing rugby union. I remember the first day he arrived at lectures in an electric wheelchair on a noisy ventilator with his full-time carer. He was sitting behind me, and all I could hear was this Darth Vader style breathing. It really, really upset me. I think my biggest problem was that I could see myself potentially sitting in that same chair that Perry was sitting in. We're the same vintage, we played the same sport, and I don't know, I just wasn't old enough to deal with the fact that he was going through that. So I didn't really engage with Perry. I'd smile and say hello, but I never actually spoke to him when I was at university. And that's a really deep regret for me that I didn't engage with Perry, because whether I was too immature or too scared or too intimidated, I don't know, but it's not something I was proud of. But over the years I did get to know Perry. My partner Derek's brother Ben was one of his carers back in the day, and I also dealt with him as a journalist as well. Perry, you are certainly beating the odds. Congratulations on the 25 years. Thanks for watching this week's episode. I do appreciate it. If you have subscribed, thank you. If you haven't and you want to, please do. See you in a week. Bye.
I believe together we will find a cure for paralysis. I believe the research we are funding will make a difference. I believe everything is possible.